Most of week 9 of the NFL season is in the books pending Jets Patriots. Now, yeah, that will have some effect on the draft order, but either way, the Vikings are going to be in the 13 slot because, the Vikings tanking, they're even bad at that. Who would have known? So the Vikings, 3-5, staying alive, are the hottest team in the league right now. Woo. Oh man, I can't wait! I can't wait for the Week 10 NFL Power Rankings. It's going to be great. But yeah, the Vikings were slotted at 10 last week before beating the Lions. Now they're 13. They were 6 before they beat the Packers. So the Vikings are steadily falling, and it's something that we predicted because the Vikings were playing good football. They just came up short against the Titans and the Seahawks. Put the bank thing on the Packers. This team was too talented, and also the schedule softens up in the middle so much that this team was at minimum going to win 6 games, and now they do have a good shot to make a run at the playoffs, but I digress there. So today we're taking a look at the NFL draft order, and again, this is pending Monday Night Football, Jets versus Patriots, so there could be some shifting going on there, but either way, song remains the same. So you look at the Jets at the top. I think it's likely that they're not going to beat Belichick because unless it's some Machiavellian 5D chess move by Belichick to let the Jets beat him twice so that they'll have the tiebreaker, and when they both go 2-14 and they'll get number 1 and Trevor Lawrence, not banking on it. But say that the Patriots do beat the Jets, so the Patriots would fall. All right, so they'd be 3-5. So they'd be whatever. But either way, Vikings 13-14 really doesn't matter. But the Jets will likely still be at the top. Trevor Lawrence, sure. Jacksonville dropped a heartbreaker against Houston. Now, I do not think that 6th-round pick Jake Luton, the 9-foot-tall guy from Oregon State, is going to be the future, so I think they still go quarterback. Giants are in at 3. They dropped a tough one against Washington. Or wait, did they? No, they beat Washington. No one circles the wagons like the Giants. Oh, that's why Jacksonville moved up. I'm really good at scores and stuff. Dallas dropped a heartbreaker against Pittsburgh. It's rough. Are you still them boys? I don't know. Miami moved down a little bit because Houston beat Jacksonville. Whatever. Chargers lost a tough one against the Raiders. Come on, man. New England TBD and the Bengals are whatever. Carolina dropped a tough one at Kansas City, and then Atlanta won. So bully on you. Of course, the Vikings beat the Lions, so cool. So even if the Patriots do win, the Vikings will be in the 12, 13, 14 range. It's whatever. So looking at what a possible mock draft could be, So number 1, I think the Jets still go Trevor Lawrence. I mean, just call me nuts, call me crazy. Now, if you want to get nuts, say the Jets do somehow beat the Patriots. Let's get nuts, man. Like, could Jacksonville move up to 1? Are the Giants going to kick themselves for beating Washington? I mean, could the Patriots just drop all the games intentionally? I wouldn't put it past Belichick. You never know. But as of right now, Jets taking Lawrence. Number 2, Jaguars, Justin Fields. Now, this would be a great pick because Justin Fields is played his high school ball in Georgia. He's from there. And also, Jacksonville, Georgia. That's the site of the world's largest outdoor cocktail party, Georgia versus Florida. So I think that he would have some built-in fans from the area right away. So coming in would be great. Number 3, Cowboys. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, are they in on Dak? Could they just push all in with Trey Lance? Could they do that? I mean, could they trade Tyron Smith? I mean, that contract is pretty tradable, and then just draft Penny Sewell as his replacement on the cheap? Sure. But since they got rid of Everson, they do have DeMarcus Lawrence. They do have resurgent Alden Smith, but I think picking up the best edge rusher in the draft, Gregory Rousseau, he's long and strong and great on the edge. I think he'd be a nice pickup there. 4, Giants. So I don't know. Could they go quarterback? We've gone back and forth on this. You can easily see him going Penny Sewell as well, pairing him with Andrew Thomas, as well as kicking Matt Peart inside, sure. But I think Micah Parsons is, I mean, they're too thin at linebacker, so just getting that quarterback of the defense there. I mean, the Giants do have a long history of great linebackers. Parsons would be the next guy. 5, you got the Washington football team. Now, I considered Penny Sewell. And maybe they circle around and get a quarterback in the 2nd or 3rd round, sure. But I don't think that Rivera is sold on Haskins, so I think they're going to go in a different direction. Trey Lance, I mean, bring some stank to that team, man. Let's go, Trey Lance. 6, Chargers. By the way, if Penny Sewell falls out of the top 5 due to the quarterback tax, where 3 of the top 5 picks are quarterbacks, trade up and go get him. Absolutely go get him. But the Chargers, I mean, they really have no choice. They've struggled on the offensive line. Trey Pipkins, hasn't really been working out. So the Chargers pick up the best generational left tackle. Great. and then protecting Justin Herbert's blind side. Awesome. 7, so the Dolphins got their pick downgraded because Houston won a game. But wanted to go fun in this one. So Jalen Waddle, even with the ankle injury, he'll be fine. Back together, reunited with Tua, and it feels so good. Whew. Love seeing that. 8 Patriots, and again, this is subject to change to Monday Night Football, but for illustration purposes, it's whatever. So Kyle Pitts, tight end from Florida. They finally have a receiving threat. He's not really a true inline tight end, but he is possibly the best move tight end prospect to come out of college in quite some time. 9. So again, we want to have fun with this. Jamar Chase, LSU, back together with Joe Burrow. Let's go. I mean, originally I was like, all right, so Jamar Chase to the Dolphins, Waddle to the Bengals. But no, let's have some fun. Let's just reunite the college quarterbacks and receivers. Why not? 10 Panthers. So for all the picks that they use on defense, cornerback is still a work in progress, but picking up Surtain, best cornerback in the draft. Well, depends what you want stylistically, Surtain or Caleb Farley. I would take Farley, but yeah. 11 Falcons. So out of the range of quarterbacks, like, could you see them going Zach Wilson here? Maybe, but they've been so thin on the edge since Vic Beasley didn't work out, since Tack McKinley didn't work out. So getting Kwity Paye coming out of Michigan, absolute monster, second best edge in the draft. I mean, since Rousseau opted out, if Paye keeps putting up good tape, he may be the first edge off the board. 12. So Lions pick up Devonta Smith coming out of Alabama, have a need at wide receiver. I don't know about Marvin Jones long term. Amendola certainly is not the answer. The rest of them, I mean, Cephas, So 13. So we just put a couple names just for illustration of what would be on the board right now. So the Vikings would have a decision. And with the rise of some of these day 2, day 3 quarterbacks, and yes, the Vikings don't have a second round pick, but they right now have 2/3, and maybe they get a third, depending on compensatory picks, and they have 3 4th round picks, so they can move if they want to. So I love Zach Wilson. If they made this pick here at 13, I think they would be an absolute bargain. I think sprint, get that card up there. But if they wanted to go a different direction and they wanted to add some meat in the trenches or address another position, I would understand it. So Wyatt Davis, the best interior offensive lineman in this class, plug and play starter, day 1, no muss, no fuss. And then you circle around and get your quarterback day 2, maybe early day 3, like the likes of De'Ara King of Miami, Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati, Kellen Mond from Texas A&M, maybe even Sam Ehlinger from Texas, although I would not be comfortable with Ehlinger as your numero uno. So, I mean, there's a lot of interesting names. Brock Purdy, Iowa State, Tanner Morgan from Minnesota as well. So if they went a different direction, I would understand it. It would not be a, hey, no quarterback, no riot, because this is not a case where, like, say, Trey Lance is somehow on the board, or if the Vikings are in the top 5 and then they go a different direction there. Although if they went a different direction with Penny Sewell, I get it, right? But Wilson would be my pick, but I can understand Davis. If they took Caleb Farley, I think it would be great value at this stage of the draft. But fans, I mean, the Miller Lite, I don't know if there's going to be a Miller Lite draft party this year because of COVID. Maybe COVID goes away. Who knows? But they would riot. Oh, man, Minneapolis. Jordan Davis, stud defensive interior player from Georgia. Same thing with Jay Tufayette from USC. Would love to see him. Rondell Moore, wide receiver at Purdue. Rashad Bateman in Minnesota you could throw in here as well. Alexander Leatherwood, the tackle from Alabama, can also play guard. So you like that flexibility. I mean, there would be a lot of opportunity here. For me, again, I would take Wilson, just stick and pick. I mean, it could be a spot where if a team is really in on Wilson, you could trade down, but then you're really setting yourself up, because what if Zach Wilson becomes a star? Then you're going to be holding that bag of poo, especially if those picks that you get don't work out. So we'll see. That's where the Vikings stand right now. Again, pending Monday Night Football, but it doesn't really impact. The Vikings are currently in the earlier teens, so we'll see. But again, they'll work their way into the late teens, and then the 20s, and then the 30s. They could go all the way. 9-7, hottest team in the NFL. So hot right now. 7 seed. Let's go. Let's play. All right, but your thoughts, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.